Hello and welcome to my channel, and I would love if you could join my exclusive membership club by hitting that join button, and it is very easy. It will cost you just $5 every month, which you can retract, which you can cancel my subscription at any time, but you'll be benefited if you keep on joining the membership and then holding it for exclusive member only or member to public video, member first videos, and then you will be exclusively right and privileged to have the private GitHub repository shared with you for as contributors. You can contribute to my open source code. So let's jump into what we are up to today. So we are going to extract form data with OpenAI Vision API. All right. So ever wished you could just snap a picture of a form and get structured data instantly? Imagine scanning a school admission form and automatically extracting names, classes, and package details, all without manual entry. Sounds magic. Well, today I will show you exactly how to build an intelligent form parser using OpenAI's Vision API and ASP.NET Core. And first, I will show you what it looks like with the final magical product. So hang on. So my friend, this is the finished product, OpenAI form parser, upload form image. So I still haven't given it CSS proper styling and better looks and feel, but I think you'll be more interested in having the functionality first, and then you can always put extra add-ons, which we are going to do. Anyway, click on choose file. So I will choose this file, build test. Okay, click on upload, and till it uploads and processes. Extracted form data. The field is school, value, student name, class, package, background. Now I have come to my file explorer, and here I'll open a terminal window. So new, and then show more options, opening terminal, and paste this command .NET new MVC. So I will be creating an MVC application for this application, OpenAI form parser application. So processing, post creation action, everything is done. Restore succeeded. Now let's minimize this, and I've got this OpenAI form parser, and let us double click and open it. And I will open it up with Visual Studio 2022. That is the default Visual Studio version. Okay, so OpenAI form parser is already there in front of me. Now we'll start coding. So the first thing that I will do is to add an OpenAI API key to the app settings.json. Now guys, I have created this branch OpenAI with the sub, this is the child nodes API key. Your OpenAPI key sits here. It will be specific to your own API key that you have got from the OpenAI dashboard, API dashboard, and then model is GPT-40 mini, and endpoint I have written as per their documentation and the ChatGPT prompts, which has given me these endpoints. Now here, for security reason, I am not divulging my own API key, and you are welcome to create your own API key and put it over here. Okay. Now the main reason that I have put these critical details, API key, model, etc., because OpenAI, I have seen that they keep on changing their model and sometimes their endpoints too. So it is better to keep it in a secure place like app settings.json, where we used to have connection strings for the web applications also, to have it just in a one place, and if it changes, it could be changed in app settings.json, and it could be fetched from app settings from JSON. That is what we are going to do in this application. Now next we'll open the program file or program class and make a subtle change over here. We'll register HTTP client factory because we need to enable HTTP client creation. Okay, so this line is all right. This is also okay. Now we'll have to add this line. Builder.services.add HTTP client. This is the new line I had to add. This is because I am basically creating a client in an MVC application which is consuming a backend API through its API key. Okay, that is the Vision API. Next, I will create an upload form view. Remember, we need to upload an image or attachment which will be through an upload form view. So here I will be using the index.cshtml only. Okay, so I will change the code. I will write it over with the code on my clipboard, which is like this, and this part I'll be getting rid of. So view data title will be upload form image with a h2 header, upload form image, and this is the form. ASP controller is the home controller. ASP action is upload action, which will eventually fill this controller action method on the home controller. And encryption type is multipart / form data. Method is post, input type file, name file, accept image, button type submit and upload. Okay. Next, here in the models folder, we'll create a strongly typed model. We'll basically create a model. So right click and add. And to this form data class, I will add this code. So you can see that there is a number of properties, and because I already have the image which I intend to upload, which I need to get parsed, so I know the properties, public properties, student name, school, class, package, background, add-ons number, payment note, and COVID compliance notice. Right, these are the fields for the form to extract data from the image. The next step is the controller implementation. So there is a controllers folder by default, and home controller is also there, a default home controller, which we will write over with our own code. Okay. So I'll get rid of this, Control A, delete, and I'll put the part that is in my clip. Now I have written partial complete home controller. It is yet not complete because a number of things need to be filled. Here I have just built one method. Mainly this is the constructor, public constructor, which is dependency injecting HTTP client factory and configuration to take it from app settings. And this is a upload action method, which returns an async task, iAction result, and it takes a file object. Okay. Now the reason for doing so is that we'll actually bite it chunk by chunk, which will so that it will be easily digestible. So there are two methods this upload method is calling, which I am yet to write. So don't worry about that. It will come eventually. Call OpenAI Vision API and then map JSON to form data. Now let's understand what this upload method is doing. Before that, I need to actually use this newtonsoft.json package. So for that, I will use this install package Newtonsoft soft.find and install latest version. It will automatically do it in the background and add it to the project file. So this line is gone. Now let's understand it line by line. If file equals null or file.length is 0, if the file is either null or file length is 0, then we will return a bad request, file is missing. Okay, it's a validation check. And in this line, we are creating a new memory stream object and then await file.copy to async. Then it converts it to a base 64 image, converts the image to base 64 format required by OpenAI API. And then it is calling the OpenAI API, and then it is mapping the API response. So these two methods are yet to be created. Okay, and then it is returning a view, result view, putting the form data in. Now let's complete these two missing methods one by one so that the program builds. So the first method is this one, called Vision API. We're passing a base 64 image, and here var payload equals new OpenAI settings.model. So this I need to create. This doesn't exist in the current settings, so I will create the OpenAI settings, which is another POCO object. Now I will not be using config, and then dot value. Okay, OpenAI settings dot value. All right, and then we'll have HTTP get verb for the index, which will return the view, index view or the home view. And also this call, just simplify this, called Vision API. So we'll now move forward. Now then let's complete this method also, map JSON to form data by inputting JSON response. That is what we are getting here. So let's write this last method for the home controller, and from my clipboard I have just pasted it. Now guys, we'll create a result view in the home directory or home folder. So right click, I'll go for empty. Result.cshtml, and I will write over the default code, the code on my clipboard, so that I can see the result in a result view in a nice formatted manner. Okay, but beware, this result view will see that it will not be required if we just want to extract the JSON data from the form. Okay, so I can show you both. Now previously we have created this OpenAI settings. This is Poco file I was telling, plain old code only. So this is the OpenAI settings. So this was an intermediary. It was used to get the OpenAI settings from the app settings.json. So now I will register it in the program file. So this is the program file, and how to register it. So below this builder.services.add HTTP client, I will add this line: builder.services.configure OpenAI settings, builder.configuration.get section OpenAI. So potential fix is to using, because this comes from OpenAI settings, classes OpenAI form parser.controllers.openai settings. Okay. Now I already have an OpenAI setting in the models folder, so I will bring in the model namespace. So OpenAI form parser.models.openai settings. So that will do the right thing. So OpenAI form parser.models.openai settings. All right. Or if you don't want to write the fully qualified namespace, you can just write using statement using OpenAI form parser.models. So I can get rid of the entire thing. So here I can just write instead of controllers, because it is already there in the models folder. So no need to write it twice. So now everything is alright. So it has got fully qualified namespace here. Now next step was to inject it in your controller OpenAI setting, which I have already done previously. So I don't need this variable I configuration, because that configuration parameter or variable is now being served by this OpenAI settings variable. Right, so let's indent it a little bit. Okay. And now guys, you remember to please put your OpenAI API key that you have got from OpenAI dashboard and over here before running this application. So I will put it and then run this application and then see what is left still. Now after the latest changes, when I ran this, when I uploaded that image and tried to extract data, it came up with no data extracted. You know why? This is because the form data is still showing null here. If you put your debugger breakpoint, the form data will be null. Because, you know, I will tell you why. Because here the form data is trying to extract from the view bag. View bag.form data as in the form of dictionary with key and value as string. However, if you look at the form data over here in the upload action method, so form data is like that. So you need to actually create the form data, return the form data in the form of a dictionary here. So for that to happen, how do we return a dictionary object from the form data? So I will paste this code var dict, which is a new dictionary of string and string, that is key and value are both strings, new dictionary object. Okay, t key and t value both are strings. So school form data dot school, it's trying to extract all the form data from the with the key school, and the value is getting from the form data value field. So school form data dot school, student name form data dot student name, similarly class form data dot class, and package form data dot package, and so on and so forth. And then finally viewback dot form data is assigned this value dictionary. So now if I click on the hot reload, because probably it will work without breaking the application, and if I see, I didn't need to upload the image again. So it is automatically, it has taken that image and it has extracted the field. So if we do it once more, just to verify what I am saying is correct. So build test.jpg, upload, and it will get the form data. Now, if you don't want to get this in a nice result view fashion, to simplify the things, you can just extract the JSON instead of this form data. And for that, all you need to do is you may not use this result.cshtml. It will be redundant. You don't need to create it. But in that case, what you need to do is just comment this line and return JSON. Return JSON with an argument of dict, putting dict in the JSON. And then if you just run this application once more, see, in a nice JSON form, it is the form fields are all extracted. This is the raw and this is the parsed. So isn't it great? Now you can verify this application further by putting the loading spinner while the form is getting uploaded, or the form is trying to extract the data. The application is trying to extract the various fields from the form. You can put a spinner and you can do some sort of styling to get a better presentation when the when the home page loads, etc., etc. There's no end to beautifying it. But the basic functionality that I wanted to show you, how to extract the different fields past the image form, or form as an image, how to extract the various fields from that image into a nice tabular fashion. So thank you very much.